The Balkans. On the map they look like a trigger. What a coincidence. Or is it? Psst, let me tell you a secret. Geography does not exist. All the names you see on the map, they don't exist in reality. We give things names simply to sort the world out for us, humans, arguably the most intelligent part of it. And here's another secret. The two main branches of geography, the physical geography and human geography, they often don't overlap. And this is why we, for example, have such confusing classifications of continents, just to make a student's and teachers' lives harder. When we are reading books or watching news, we come across those ambiguous terms and names all the time, among which the Balkans. The Balkans have always confused me as a geography nerd, and today I'll try to prove that the Balkans do not exist, neither as a historical region nor as a peninsula. Did I pronounce it correctly? Peninsula. What do they mean when saying the Balkan countries? There are several visions, each having own significant imperfections. But the most common definition of the Balkan Peninsula, a region south to the line Socha, Sava, Dunaj. Some countries are fully within the line, such as Greece, Albania, and funny that Greece politically may not count as part of the Balkans. And some countries are partially south of the line, but still may count in their wholeness, such as Romania. But what does Romania have to do with all the Yugoslavia drama the Balkans are usually associated with, so they are in the same frying pan? Just to make company to Bulgaria, their former body from the socialist camp, part of which Yugoslavia was not even mentioning that Romanians are not Slavs, to blend in the list of countries naturally. And Bulgarian partially too, since they literally moved there from the Volga region, while Slovenia, a Slavic country, is usually left aside from the Balkan discussion, like we don't have anything in common with those drunkards. The Balkans are too messy to be united though. And the only semi-objective thing that the nations, again not all of them, have in common is that they used to be and resisted the Ottoman rule for centuries. Other than that, the region is a geographic and historic embodiment of the traditional Russian New Year's Eve salad, which, if cooked properly, is the most delicious meal ever. Of course, after borscht with sour sauce and salo with strong mustard, garlic and rye bread. Ah yeah, but what if I say that there's no such thing as Balkan Peninsula whatsoever, and that we should delete this name from the maps and replace with something better? A peninsula is a large piece of land that goes far into a body of water. Well, like this one. Oh, this is a perfect one. And this is not. The Balkans are washed primarily by the Mediterranean Sea, while the eastern shore is of the Black Sea, which usually goes as its own thing. In fact, till recently, geologically speaking, it was a freshwater lake, separated from the Mediterranean by a thin isthmus. But a huge earthquake broke it, which ruins the whole concept of this massive Balkan Peninsula. Firstly, the connection of the seas has been there only for a few thousand years, which is so little even on the scale of humanity, let alone geology. Secondly, even though it's technically water, these are just two narrow passages with a fake sea in between. So if the Balkans are a peninsula, it cannot extend beyond it. Well, it could, if the map looked like this. And for that matter, let's call, say, Alaska and Patagonia peninsulas. So what I would suggest, what would make more geographical sense, is distinguishing two smaller peninsulas. And the Balkan mountains that gave name to the peninsula, are not within the line. So we should give this another name. How about the Olympian Peninsula? And the most important question, who the fuck cares? Welcome to this channel, we've just begun the ride. Lots of videos, including lots of Slavic topics, are waiting. And who if not me would do those without consequences?